Hi everybody, how are you today? So I thought I would get on tonight. It's been such a beautiful, powerful, magical, amazing day, and just see how you're going, because it was a pretty rocky full moon, was it eclipse and all of the stuff that went with it. So a lot of people have been feeling it really quite intensely in a lot of different ways, like physical pain in the body, headaches, lots of emotions coming to the surface, so it's a really, really powerful time at the moment. So I just thought I'd get on tonight and just tune in. I've just had the most amazing day, had a big powerful breathwork session this morning, and everyone was like cheer dancing at the end of it because it was so good. It was just such a beautiful, oh my god, amazing. So and just finished my higher self course with my lovely ladies that we do every week. So yeah, so really good energy today. So I thought I'd get on tonight. And what we were talking about in our higher self class tonight was about expanding and contracting time. And we like, if you think it's just like time is just going so fast, and it's going to get faster and faster. So and we're just talking about, how when you're in the flow of things, how you can actually expand time, and you might be doing something like for hours and hours and hours, but you get lost in it. It feels like it's only moments that you're doing it. And that time's sort of got a strange feeling at the moment, like it's going so fast, but some days, talking about how, some days it feels like the days are going really long, but the time's going fast and the months are going fast. So yeah, so this is also part of the shift in consciousness as well too, because we've sort of been, we've sort of been told that time's a linear thing, and it's not, and it's a construct, and so we're moving into a whole new timeline, and that's why also everything's accelerating, and like with AI and with consciousness and people waking up and all of the stuff going on in the world. Things are just nothing's what it seems, and that's why again it's really, really important to stay in that place in your heart. And who's been really struggling with it the last few days? I've had a few moments, and like today, like the first day I've had, because I actually got my rib x-rayed and it was cracked, so it was quite painful, but working through that and everything, but like no pain now. It's amazing how fast we can actually heal ourselves when we're going and into those physical things that happen in our body, and understand why, what it is there. We can actually heal things really fast. So we're also moving into this time of, as more people learn to become their higher selves and to work in the higher frequencies, that's also going to accelerate the awakening of people and consciousness of humanity as well too. So we just did a really, really powerful, it was so beautiful, really powerful meditation for humanity, like for ourselves first, and we visualized like our future, the way we'd want it to be, and not as in, because none of us knows what it's going to be, but the feeling of what it's going to be like, that feeling of being, living your highest purpose, being your higher self, your best self, all of that sort of stuff. So, and then bringing that future into the here and now. So we're so powerful, we actually are superhuman beings. We actually have potential that hasn't been allowed to be reached, but we do have the ability to levitate and to shapeshift and to travel in dimensions and all of that sort of stuff. So all of that stuff has been kept from us, and we're coming back into that. So it's going to be a bit scary for some people, but it's really exciting. I can't wait. Bring it on. And and it's going to be exciting for a lot of people as well too, because this is what we've come here for. We are from, most of us are here from different dimensions. I'm definitely not from here, and but now we're actually, realizing, because there's been a lot of times like, oh my God, even recently, I'm like, what's the point of it all? Like, what is the point of all of this? Being here, doing this, what is the point of it? And you have moments of that, because that's part of the humanness. And then you get into your, your higher states of being, and your life comes into a different sort of flow, and nothing on the outside world matters, nothing outside of us, like all of these events that are going on, these are things that need to happen, and that they've been happening for a really long time. It's just that it's in our consciousness now, and it's waking people up, and it's taking out evil, these evil regimes that have been like, you know, controlling humanity for so long. And it's freeing women. It's freeing, like I saw these women in Iran, and it was really beautiful. Like they one of them took off her burqa, and she had a t-shirt, and it basically said, you know, and then another woman took it off, and then another one, and then a whole heap of them. It was almost like this graduation of people, like these women, like being freed. So this is what this is what's happening for humanity. So even though it's really chaotic at the moment, these things need to be revealed, so they can't be allowed anymore. And, you know, these things are also to wake people up and to, you know, to bring us to that place of compassion for those that are going through this and those that have gone through this for thousands of years, because unless something's actually in your face, it doesn't affect you, you know, and that's what we've learned all the way through. Unless something's actually right in front of your face, it's not going to affect you, you know. So that's what this whole process that we've been going through is. It's just so exciting, you know. It's so exciting to be stepping into the fullness of who we are. So it is going to get worse. We're coming into Aries, and that's the god of war. That's the planet of, you know, there's going to be like apparently like 5 planets all in Aries, and they're all of it, you know. So it's going to get like, so we're going to see now, you know, people standing up, people rising up, people, you know, having enough, people waking up and going, you know, those what the fuck moments that we had when we're going down rabbit holes and stuff. People are coming to that now. Like I'm seeing posts that so many of us posted like 5 or 6 years ago, you know, and we were like, oh my God, how could that be, you know? And people are coming to that. So there's different levels of rage that are building up. There will be the March for the Children. It's coming, and more people are saying the same thing, you know. It's like, why are we not yet? But it is yet. And also too, I feel like, you know, there's some sort of like dimming on consciousness that they put at the moment, like just I don't know, it just feels like there's something that it's all going to blow soon, and it's going to blow soon because we're stepping into our light, and our light's way more powerful, and there's way more of us than there are of them. So when you realize how powerful you are and remember who you are, you know, that's what we came here to do. We came here, our only purpose in life, like people say to me all the time, like, what's my purpose? It's self-love. That's it. You know, when you learn to love yourself, everything else follows. All of the doorways open, all of the, you know, and it's the toughest job, you know, because we're not taught that. It's a learned thing. So that's what we're here to do, is to learn self-love. And from that comes all things. So this time of awakening is just really, really exciting. So I will tune in, and I'm free if anybody's needing any help processing stuff at the moment. I'm doing higher self healings, which are... then it's just next level healing, you know, like our higher selves work together to help you move through things, because, you know, we can't carry all of these old things with us, these old belief systems, these old patterns, you know, and we can just like that, because that's what it is, and that's what this time's all about. It's about realizing that we can just, you know, step into this whole new world and let go of all of those things that no longer serve us. And the more of us that do that, and the faster we do that, the less power and control the darkness has on any of us. And it actually doesn't have any control over us because we don't have any fear. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's what they feed on, is our fear. So we're so blessed to be, I don't know, we're just so blessed to be on this journey. Well, I feel like I'm really blessed, and I'm really blessed to be on the journey with the people that I'm sharing it with. So that includes all of you that, you know, that watch this. We're all in this together. So I will tune in, and we will see what comes through. Greetings, dear hearts. We are feeling the anticipation and excitement, and also the apprehension and the uncertainty. So there is a mix of emotions that humanity is feeling at this time. There is a feeling of wanting to propel forward, and yet a feeling of caution to stay still. There is a feeling of excitement that something big is about to happen, and then there is the other side of the fear of, oh my gosh, will it be catastrophic? So all of these events, all of these things that are happening, this is part of the consciousness of humanity being raised again to a higher level, and also that of the subconscious, for that which has been below the conscious is now coming to the surface. And this is why there is so much chaos, for that which has been suppressed and repressed is now looking for a way to be expressed. There are so many things that are occurring at so many different levels, dear hearts, for each and every one of you. You are moving forward into a time of using your higher faculties and your higher consciousness. You are moving forward into having your higher chakras activated. There are some that have had those activated now, and they are sending out a potent message to all of the vibration of the higher selves of humanity. There is much chaos that is coming. There is much chaos that is already here. And as has been said many times, this will accelerate and it will become so thick and fast that you will be wondering which way to look. Is it this way? Is it that way? Is this the truth? Is this or not? This is where the discernment comes in, dear hearts. And this is where, again, it is important to stay in your center and to realize that the truth is within you. And when you trust that intuition, the teacher within, for you are intuition, you are always learning, you will find that there will be no fear or doubt for the future, or no feeling of uncertainty for what is to come. For what is to come is the choice of all of the souls that are here at this time, and each and every one of you has chosen to be here and has chosen to be here. You may find that your dream state is very active at the moment, for you are, many of you, warriors of light, are working in the other dimensional fields also. There are many battles going on at this time. It is not just on this 3D earthly realm, it is in all dimensions in time and space. This is the dark and the light that is coming to a culmination, and there will be that point of conclusion where the dark and light collide. Know, dear hearts, that the light has won, and that light is within you, and this is why this time is so powerful and potent. So remember how far you have come. Remember who you are. You are divine sovereign beings of light. You are made in the likeness of God. Each and every one of you knows your truth, so speak it. You know your worth, so claim it. You are powerful beyond measure. And as you step into your sovereignty and give not your power to anything or anything that is outside of you, and when you can claim that you are standing fully in your light and you are sovereign to yourself, you are sovereign to your Christed self, you are sovereign to the Sophia presence, you are sovereign to the Yeshua presence, and this is the divine feminine masculine that is coming into balance. So feel now this balance for all of humanity. Imagine there is a spiral of light above your head and your higher self is standing behind you. And your higher self is pouring into your crown chakra a chalice of light, of love, of celebration and joy. So feel this now being poured down into your crown chakra. And as it comes in, the crown chakra opens up like a 1,000-petaled lotus flower. Feel the drops of this miraculous fluid, this elixir of life now coming down into your head. And as it does, it washes away all of the neural pathways of all of the old selves and all of the identities you have carried with you all of this time. All of that which no longer serves is now being dissolved and transmuted to the highest frequency of light. Feel now this energy like an electrical current within your head. See now your pineal gland being wrapped with violet light. And this violet light releases all programs, all conditionings, all false beliefs, all of that which would prevent you from having the full faculty of your higher vision. Feel now your third eye blinking open. See now the light ahead of you as you look forward on your path. And see that path is paved with gold. It is paved with the gold of love, of abundance, of adventure, of all of those things that you have dared not imagine, for they have always felt so elusive, and this has been part of the matrix. As we all see forward into this golden dawn that is here for us, now we break the matrix with our light. So imagine our light now, all of the higher selves of all of the conscious beings on this planet at this time, connecting our light and breaking the matrix once and for all. May all illusions be lifted. May all the scales be taken from the eyes of humanity. And may all of the caps on consciousness that have been put there, may all souls that have been sold without permission or without knowing, now be released. May all contracts now be burnt and nullified. May all of the darkness now be eradicated from this dimension in time and space. So feel now our light expanding as our higher selves lift this darkness to the surface for all to see, so it can be finally and truly cleared and eradicated from this dimension in time and space, and through all dimensions in time and space, for they have permeated every level and every dimension, and this is not allowed anymore. So see now your light becoming brighter. See the path ahead of you being paved with certainty, with faith, with hope, with joy, with all of the intrinsic values that you have not felt were available to you, for you have been in a place of fear, rejection, abandonment, of why me? It's not fear of being the victim. It is time now to leave all of that behind. It is time now. The past cannot exist in this place of destiny where we are now moving into. So feel now all of the old belief systems of the past on one shoulder, and feel all of the new belief systems of hope and faith and certainty. See now all of this coming together as divine light. See all of those false beliefs of the self. I am not worthy. I'm not enough. See now on the other side the actual truth of it. I am enough. I am worthy. I am ready. I am whole. I am healed. And not allowing yourself to buy into those. I am in pain. I am sick. I am tired. I am all of those things. Those things are what you were. They are not who you are now. And they never were you. They were thoughts and beliefs within you. See now the light coming in. I am healthy. I am healed. I am vibrant. I am abundant. I'm loved. I'm lovable. I am worthy and worthwhile. I am divine, sovereign being of light. Feel this now saturating your cells, your atoms, your DNA. Feel now your higher self energy as it is charging up all systems in your body, and this golden liquid is pouring down from the head, pouring down into the throat. See all of the throats of humanity now opening up, having a voice. All of the old patterns and programs of the past, of being hung, being burned, and all of the persecution and violation through all dimensions in time and space that would prevent you standing in your light and having your voice now being dissolved. They do not exist anymore. So see now all of the throats of humanity opening up and into a chorus of enough, that we will not tolerate this anymore. No, this is not allowed. Feel now the rising of that energy. Feel now the clarity of the voice that is coming from the hearts of humanity, the hearts that have been traumatized for so long. So sending now this energy down from the throat into the heart, releasing all of the wounding of rejection, abandonment, of not being enough, of being brokenhearted, of being betrayed, all of that which you have carried, and all of that which has prevented you from loving again, all of that which has prevented you from being the most joyful being that you could possibly be. Feel now your heart flooded with this light of pure unconditional love, releasing all of those false beliefs. On one side, I am not enough, I've been hurt, I'm not lovable, have been abandoned, nobody wants me, I am so rejected. See that now dissolving and deleting. I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am magnificent, I am whole, I am healed, I have a voice, I have a right to be here, I am safe, I am protected, I am guided. And feel now your heart flooding with this energy of joy. I am joyful. And as your heart floods with this joy, feel now the warmth in your body as it moves down into the sacral chakra, the place of sunshine. This is your place of power. This is your place of intuition. This is your place where you carry the emotions of, I can't do this. I'm not enough. I'm not allowed to do this. They've made me feel really bad. They said I can't do this. They've criticized me. They've put me down. Again, all of the false beliefs that humanity has been programmed with to keep you at a lower vibration. So seeing now this beautiful, pure, unconditional love pouring down from the heart into the solar plexus, flooding it like the sun that it is. This place has the power to light up a whole city. Feel it connecting now with your heart, with your throat, with your third eye, and coming back down again. Replacing all of those beliefs. I am enough. I am worthy and worthwhile. I have value and worth. I am here for a reason. I am divine creative. I'm divinely creative. I am the creator. I am source energy. I am powerful beyond measure. I am magnificent. I am magnetic, and I am amazing. Feel the energy of that flooding now your solar plexus. Feel it now turning on like a sun. And as it does, it sends the energy down into the sacral chakra, the place of the inner child, but also the place of sexuality and sensuality. And when that has been deviated, it shuts down. How can you allow love and sensuality into your life when you're so shut down, when you've been shut down from the waist for so long? It is time now to send this beautiful light energy coming down from the solar plexus into the sacral chakra, the place of the inner child, and imagining there now your divine masculine, divine feminine inner child. They may have been battered and bruised and abandoned. These are the ones that have all of the power in your life. For when you do not heal these aspects of you, as an adult, you will always carry this wounding. So sending now the most divine, sublime love from your solar plexus to your male and female inner child. Feel now the power of this as they are releasing all of the old beliefs of not being enough, of not being worthy, of not being wanted, of not being welcomed. All of those horrible things that they have been programmed with, as all of humanity has been programmed with by design, to keep the inner children wounded so that the adults grow up with this wounding. Seeing now the fire of the warrior spirit of the inner male and female child, and imagine that they have a campfire in front of them. And as they're sitting there, they're throwing into this fire all of those false beliefs. I am unworthy. I am not enough. I am disempowered. I am not seen. I am not heard. I am not valued. See now the flames of the fire, and see the children giggling with laughter as they lighten their load of the burden they've been carried. And see now the violet flame coming in, transmuting all of these beliefs for all of humanity. The higher selves are here with all of us. And for those that will be connecting with this through all dimensions in time and space, feel now the power of this. See now the inner child, the inner children dancing around the fire with a feeling of freedom. And as they dance around the fire, see the words coming in. I am powerful. I am magical. I can do anything I choose. I am so loved. I am so protected. I am so guided. I can do, be, and have anything I want. I am so abundant. I am so healthy. I am so clever. I'm so beautiful. I am so powerful. And feel them now dancing around the sacral chakra, and it's a dance of joy, and they're shaking off all of the old beliefs of the ancestors and all of those that have gone before them, all of the male and female lineage line, letting go of all of those chains now. See it all being thrown into the fire, all of the ancestral stuff. All of that which no longer serves them, that we can't take forward with us. And as you do, see now the inner children standing in their full power, divinely aligned. See now a golden hula hoop of light around both of them. This is their boundary line. This is where they can say, no, I don't want that. No, you can't do that. This is where they find their voice and their power. So see now these hula hoops around each of them, moving up and down like a vortex of energy, dissolving all of the old belief systems through all of the ancestral lines. It stops here now. It cannot go forward into the future. See them now, the fires like a bonfire, all of those old belief systems of rejection, of abandonment, of not being enough, of being unworthy, of not being wanted, of being stupid. All of those things that they've been labelled with are now being burnt in the fire, and see them as they grow in their power and their light with their boundary. And handing each of them a sword of truth, and this is their discernment, so they can go through life. They can move through life fearlessly, trusting their intuition, having a voice, knowing that they're safe, putting their boundary in place when they need to, so that no energy that is not for their highest good can approach. So have this sense now of your male and female inner child standing fully embodied, fully empowered within their golden circle of light with their sword of truth. And as they have this sword of truth in their hands, it can be a crystal wand, a fairy wand, it could be a big samurai sword. This gives them the strength and the courage to be able to guide through their lives, to trust their intuition, and to have boundaries firmly in place, knowing who they are. See now the power of the empowered inner children. See them now growing up. They are moving beyond childhood into their pre-teens. They have this sense of confidence, of courage. They have this intuition. They have this safety, this protection, this knowledge that they are safe, that they are guided, that they are protected. And see them as they go through life, trusting their intuition, speaking their truth, standing in their heart, standing in their power, knowing that they're not going to be rejected or abandoned for speaking their truth or for being who they truly are. See them growing up now through their teenage years, making different choices because they're empowered in themselves. See them now coming into their 20s and 30s and having children and doing all of those things and doing things differently because they're coming from a place of empowerment. Feel them now as they grow and they continue to grow and evolve in their strength and their power and their courage and their intuition. They're coming up into their 30s, their 40s, and now see these evolved aspects of you, divine, masculine, feminine, standing in front of you as you are here and now. Look into the eyes of this inner child, these inner children that are your divine, masculine, feminine. And what is it that they would say to you? What is it that missing part of you that you have not been able to find, that you have not been able to access? Now that that has been accessed and you are standing in your wholeness, what would you say to that part of you of the past that hangs on to all of that pain and all of that trauma and all of that stuff? And what would you now, if you could be this embodied part of you, what would you say to your inner child that you haven't nurtured, that you haven't loved, that you haven't had any of this connection with because you did not know how to? Feel the answer of this. And imagine now that they are standing in front of each other. You are standing in front of you as you are now. And your divine, whole-healed, masculine, feminine, inner child are coming together and they're merging into you. Feel them stepping into you. Feel your cells, your atoms, your DNA changing. Feel all parts of your being integrating. Feel now the power coursing through your veins. Feel now the courage and the confidence to be all of who you are. Feel now the light of who you are. And imagine now you're stepping forward into the future as this empowered part of you. And again, you're seeing yourself filled with joy, with love, with gratitude, with perfect health, with abundance, with all of those things, and bringing that energy from the future back into the here and now. And now we send this empowered energy down into the base chakra, the place of the Divine Mother, the place of the womb, the place of support, of nurturing, the place that brings forth all of life, the place that has been decimated, the divine feminine, the divine mother that has been demoralized on so many different levels. The divine feminine has been taken out of history, for she was too powerful. She who is the force of all creation. See now all the divine mothers through all dimensions in time and space that have been repressed, suppressed, that have been raped, that have been pillaged, that have lost their children, that have lost their partners, all of the grief and the trauma that the womb of the mother has carried through all dimensions in time and space through the male and female lineage. See this now being cleansed and cleared with the power of the healed and empowered inner children, the adults now that are standing in their full divinity, and feel now the energy of the Divine Father coming into the womb as well, the Divine Masculine, Feminine, Divine Mother and Father, Yeshua and Mary, the twin flame energy. Feel that now divine union coming in as all of those false beliefs that the woman is carried of persecution, of not being enough, of being made to feel small, of being enslaved, of being a slaved, of all of that which has been put upon the mother, that she has put upon the father, that she has put upon the sons and the daughters. Releasing now all of this trauma from the womb of the mother. And as we do so, we do this for Mother Earth also, releasing all of the trauma of the children from Mother Earth as we release it from the divine feminine in each and every one of us. And the divine father comes in, the divine masculine comes in for the protection and the providing of all of that which is sacred, for the divine feminine to flourish, to grow, for their divine children to realize their full potential, to come into this new world, this new earth, fully empowered, fully embodied. Feel now the energy of this power, as you are fully aligned now with the divine masculine feminine, with your divine mother father energy, releasing all of the old belief systems, again, of being unworthy, of not being enough, of being tired, of being pillaged and raped and decimated, and all of those horrible things that the divine masculine and feminine have both experienced. See this now all being dissolved. See the divine feminine now, the divine mother and the divine father. I am the nurturer. I am nurtured, I am loved, I am whole. All of the old cycles and all of the old beliefs of humanity have now been released, and I step into my divine femininity. I step into my receptivity. I am the divine nourisher, and I am the mother bear. I will protect my young. And I call in my divine masculine, my divine counterpart. And together we co-create, and together we bring forth the new humanity, and we call forth all of the children, where there be no more suffering, where all beings are free and sovereign, all are fully in their hearts, divinely aligned with their higher selves and the higher purpose of life, coming from a place of love, fully aligned. So feel now all of your chakras fully aligned, and sending that energy down to your feet, sending your roots deep down to the core of the earth, and the roots are taking away all of these old beliefs, all of that which no longer serves. Feel them now connecting with your own individual crystal, where all of your codes of remembering are. Feel this energy of the crystals that carry all of your knowledge, your wisdom, your gifts from all dimensions in time and space. These codes of remembering will be activated when the time is right. Feel now your crystal that has been, the vibration has been raised to its highest frequency. Feel your perfect health, your perfect clarity, your perfect well-being, your perfect wealth. All of these codes now coming up through the earth into the soles of your feet. And again, it's like the golden liquid of alchemy, and it pours through the body, rises up through the feet, all the way up through the body, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Feel this fire as it moves through your body, all the way up and out of the top of the head and down around you. And now feel yourself, feel your heart, feel a heartbeat. And now your higher self is moving into your auric field and removing your pain body. This is a place where you've carried all of the trauma, all of the sadness, all of the grief, all of the burdens. And when you do not tend to this area of your life, it's like a fisherman's net with many holes. And this is where the dark entities can hook in and latch in and loosh from your energy. So now your higher selves are pulling out of your auric field your pain body. See it like a dark fisherman's net with many, many holes. And as your higher self pulls it out, your higher self shakes it out, and it becomes a luminous body of light. This is a body of love. This is a body of self-love. See it now being put into your auric field. This luminous, radiant love and compassion, self-love, self-acceptance, self-compassion. See it now pouring down into your auric field, into your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional bodies. Pure, unconditional love. Feel it flooding into your cells, your atoms, and your DNA. Feel this love now with every fiber of your being. Feel this love now coming up into your heart, and as you see it in your heart, feel the joy of your whole healed self, your fully empowered, embodied self. Radiate this light out now to all of humanity. Radiate this light out to where it may be needed. Imagine we are all linking arms around humanity with our hearts fully open, and we are sending this light to where it may be needed. We are sending light, which is a living consciousness, to all of the situations in the planet, that they may all be resolved for the highest and greatest good of all. Feel the power of this now as we add our transmission to the high beings of light, working through all dimensions in time and space to bring about the awakening of humanity, the remembering of who we are, and the reclaiming of the higher self. Feel now that energy as you bring it back to your auric field, and feel all of the light that is being sent to you as a result of this. For light is a living consciousness, and when you send it out, it will come back to you amplified. Feeling now as you're coming back into your energetic body, all you are aligned, all of your chakras are aligned, all of the old belief systems are gone. Your divine masculine, feminine inner children are happy and playful and joyful. Your divine mother and father within are reunited in divine bliss. And know that all is right in the world. Feel now this energy as you come back down into your body, grounding yourself. Know that you've just been activated at a very high frequency of light. You may find that your physical body will want to catch up with your spiritual body. And feel now the light of self-love and self-compassion as it pours down into your auric field. There are no thoughts of lack, of unworthiness, unless you call them in. See now the calm, the power, and the alignment of who you are. And know that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, and so it is. Hi Helen. Hi Andrina. That was really good. Hi Gabriella. That was amazing. So we can't underestimate the power of our light and our collective consciousness that we are doing, it's when our higher selves are all working together, because light is a living consciousness, and we're having a really powerful positive effect on the planet. So sending you all so much love, and keep doing the happy dance, keep that joy going, like that feeling of joy, and just come back to this meditation and share it with people, because it's really powerful, and we're shifting shit for the planet. So sending you all so much love, and I will talk to you really soon.